What's up guys, welcome to today's vlog. As you can see behind me, I am just editing, well I've just finished editing yesterday's vlog for you guys. Hope you're doing good, I'm good, and you know that's great. Today is Sunday and I'm just having a chill day. I watched Gremlins 2 earlier with Alex, that was pretty good. And I finished the Creakers, by the way guys. It was amazing. I am going to attempt to see if I can read the whole thing in one sitting today. Because it's just about 5 o'clock now and the vlog's just about to go up, and then after that I'm going to start reading it. I think I'll be done by 9:30, and then I'm going to give you my overall opinion and my review. That is the main thing for this video today, is my review of the Creakers. Okay, it is just about 6 o'clock. It is half an hour later than I said I was going to start because I had to eat some dinner and I thought I might as well cook now and get it out of the way. So it's 6 o'clock right now. The audiobook is 4 hours and 15 minutes. I should be done by 10:30. My idea is to time-lapse it and then I'm going to do my review straight afterwards. Even though I have read it and I know it is amazing, I want to read it again to make sure I get all the bits I might have missed out on, just so I have every single piece of detail for you guys. Are you ready for this? 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I have read the Creakers 2 times now, and I have to say I enjoyed it just as much the first time, maybe a little bit more reading it in one whole go the second time. Just to say how long the book is to start with, I use Audible because I have dyslexia and I struggle a bit with reading, so I follow along with the audiobook, which I think a lot of people do now. I know my mum does it as well. That took me around about 4 hours. I started at 5 o'clock and it is just about 11:45? Yes, 11:45 at the moment. So, the Creakers. For those who didn't see the vlog the other day, I'm going to give a very brief backstory, and just so you know, basically the premise of what this amazing book is about. The story is based around the girl on the front cover called Lucy Dunstan, who lives in the town called Whiffington, where one day she wakes up and finds out that all the grown-ups have disappeared and no one can find their mum and dad. Lucy decides to make it her mission to try and save the parents, even though she has no idea where they are. She also has 2 friends on the way, one called Ella Annoying and the other one called Norman Quirk. I found these 2 characters absolutely hysterical, especially Ella Annoying. I thought the way Tom had written about her and how she was the child of the mayor of Whiffington. She decided to put it on herself that she was officially the mayor among all the other children, which I found absolutely hysterical. But on just the first night, Lucy sees something she's never seen before. When she goes to bed, she looks at a photo of her parents that she hides under the wooden floorboards, and when she gets back up, she sees 2 creeping eyes looking at her. They are the Creakers. The Creakers are the monsters in this book, and what they want more than anything is rubbish. And you will find out why they want rubbish in the book. I'm not going to say any more than that. And they live in a very magical land called the Woleb. The rest of the story follows Lucy and her journey to find out more about the Creakers and to see if there's anything to do with her parents going missing as well, with these rotten creatures creaking about. What I absolutely love about this book is how nostalgic it is. It reminds me of, I know I said I watched Gremlins yesterday, it was because this book reminded me so much of it. And now I've seen the film, which I watched yesterday, as some of you know, and read the book in full again. I realise how nostalgic this book is and how clever it is and how cleverly written Tom has made it. He even makes references to some even more scarier films. I see stuff from like E.T. in here, definitely Gremlins, as I said. I say there's a few bits from Hotel Transylvania. The one that I absolutely love is that, to me, if this was going to be made into a movie, which I know they have done with the Christmasaurus, is I can easily see this be made by the people that do the Almond film. It's like a Paramount and Almond film. They do the Paranorman films, they did the Box Trolls, they did Wallace and Gromit, they did all those kind of weird films. They did Caroline, All them kind of films are about weird monsters and stuff like that. This, honestly, if anyone from that studio is considering it, please turn this book into a film, because it would be amazing, and please make it animated, because the animation would be superb. I love the Christmasaurus, and I think I love the Creakers just as much, maybe even a little bit more, because I know I can read this at any time of the year, whereas the Christmasaurus I kind of just has to read at Christmas. Tom, if there's any way you are watching this in any way, I just want to say thank you for relighting my childhood, because these books are unbelievable. And I'm 19 years old, and I just love magical mystery things. I love fantasy, and this book and the Christmasaurus before are everything I love about it. The other thing I really want to mention is I love the references it makes to two things. One, the Christmasaurus, and if you're asking yourself, yes, William Trundle and Bernard Payne make an appearance in this book. And if you've read that book, you know they left it on a bit of a cliffhanger with both the parents. All I'm going to say is that cliffhanger is revealed in this book with a very subtle sentence that really brought a smile to my face. Another thing I just want to say is that he even mentions his children in this. His sons Buzz and Buddy are in this book at a very, very quick point, and you will see them, and there are even illustrations of them getting up to mischief in this book. So well done to Tom, and props for getting both of them things in there. And if you're a McFly fan like me, you might notice a certain poster on Lucy's wall at some point. What I also love is the amazing message he sends to kids about tidying up and recycling. It's absolutely brilliant and is a key part of this book, and sends a really good moral to kids on how to keep the world a better place. But again, back to you, Tom. All I have to say is I really hope you are writing more books, especially novels like these, because honestly, I want more and more books in this imaginary, creative, fun and magical style that I think I've only seen you ever write. Personally, if you're a parent and you're watching this, buy this book for your kid, and then if you haven't read the Christmasaurus, go and read that in December, because these books, honestly, I wish they were around when I was a kid, because I know for a fact this would have been my favourite book when I was a kid. And to be honest, it's probably my favourite book now. And I know some of you are probably thinking I'm saying it because it's related to Tom Fletcher and all that. I'm honestly not. Just what I love about it is the fact that it is so good and that it has come from Tom. That's what I love the most, is that it's just so imaginative. I also want to give huge praise to the illustrator, who is Shane DeVries, whose name is there on the front cover, and has done all the amazing illustrations in this book, which I will show you just a few of. Here's one of just the Creakers that you can see for yourself. I mean, the amazing detail in the drawings really brings the story that Tom has written to life. I read some of the book, or should I say, I listened to some of the book before I actually had a copy of the book, and I was creating the world, and I knew how some of it might have been drawn, but when I flicked back through and saw the drawings, they were exactly to how I pictured it, and I feel the collaboration of Tom's amazing writing and Shane's amazing drawings makes this world come to life, and it is more than life. It is just magical. That's all I can say about it. Personally, the one thing I do want to say though, if Tom is going to write more books, I would love him to consider writing another Creakers book. That's how much I've loved it, because there's so much you don't find out about the world of the Creakers. You go in there and you find out the stuff about the parents, but you hear about not just the 4 Creakers that are focused on the book, you find about others. And if there's another one, I'd love to find out more about the other Creakers and what they do down there, because you hear all about the different things and how they've got a world that's a bit upside down like ours. And I would love to see something like that, maybe in a sequel at some point, maybe. The big question that I think people will be asking, is this book too scary for kids? And the answer is no, definitely not. It is scary but spooky. So it's spooky more than scary. So it has a magical element to it, where I know how kids could get scary with things like, you know, like Ghostbusters and Gremlins and the witches, stuff like that. But it's never going to terrify them for life. I think this will actually be something that they will remember in their childhood. I will remember this book for a very, very long time to come. And I think that the impact it will have on kids is it will be like what we had when Ghostbusters came out and when like Gremlins came out. And the best one I can think of when I was a kid, as I said before, if you're a parent and even if you're a guy like me that just likes magical fantasy based stories, buy this book. It is amazing. I am going to leave a link to where you can buy the book below. I know it's available on Amazon, and I'll probably put the link to that below, and it's available at Waterstones and WH Smith's and all them places. But please go and pick it up because it is so worth a read at any age. I'm 19 and I loved it. But that comes to the end of my review, and as you can probably guess, I can't give this book any more praise. I just think it is absolutely superb, and to be honest, I haven't read a good book like this for about 5 months, 6 months. And I'd say the last book that I absolutely fell in love with was The Christmasaurus, and I think Tom's done the same with this one, probably even better in my opinion, because it's just amazing. Coraline, to me that film was terrifying when I was a kid, but I really wanted to see it because it looked so scary and so spooky. So imagine that kind of limit when you're a kid. That's like what I think I can rate this book at, is that it's scary but magical. So it's not going to terrify them, but there are some spooky elements to it. If you want me to do more reviews like this, I would absolutely love to, because I love reading books like this. If you want to hear my opinions on other great stories like this, I'm happy to do them, and please just let me know. For today though, purely because I want to make this video dedicated to the Creakers and just how amazing it is, I'm going to call that a wrap for today, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another vlog, and please be careful when going to bed, because you never know if there's creatures under your bed. I'll see you later, guys.